Hey guys, welcome to Shine with Sarah. On today's session of Wine and Shine, I had to pour myself a big one. This is Channing's Daughter's Ramato Pinot Grigio. It's an orange Pinot Grigio and it's delicious. It's a sad, sad day for America. So go get yourself your glass of wine, or maybe your bottle of wine, and come back and let's have a chat. So as you guys can see, I'm wearing my I'm with her t-shirt. Even though she's no longer a viable candidate for presidency, we have a new president-elect, Donald Trump. And I am devastated. New York is devastated. The streets of New York, of California, have been lined with people protesting, saddened by the news that our new president is evil. Now, let me say, I completely I'm with everyone on their, exercise your right to vote. Whoever you vote for, whatever your political beliefs are, go for it. I'm here for equal rights. I'm so liberal. Clearly, I'm so liberal. But what kills me, first of all, is that I'm so surprised that this actually happened. I was not worried for a second that Trump would become president, that Hillary would not win. Now, yes, she's a woman, and I know America hates women, and she had that whole email thing, the whole double investigation thing happened, and of course that would put it into people's minds that oh well, maybe she did something wrong, she's a criminal, maybe she shouldn't be elected president, blah 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 blah. Fine. And if somebody else was running against Hillary, even Cruz or Rubio, I wouldn't even, I wouldn't feel as bad. But Donald Trump, Donald Trump, he hates women, he hates blacks, he hates Muslims, he hates Mexicans, he hates anybody that's not attractive in his eyes, in society's eyes, not skinny, not double D's. What did he say? Something about A cups, if you have an A cup you're not attractive or something. He made fun of Alicia Machado when she gained weight after being Miss USA or Miss America or whatever pageant it was. He said all of that stuff about the soap opera star, that he'd grab her, I can't believe that America would elect someone that's so racist, that is so homophobic, that wants to take away abortion rights from women. Pro-life is one thing, fine, but you want to repeal the ability for women to have an abortion? What century are we in? I thought we were making so much progress with electing Obama. I thought, we have black president in the White House, served 2 terms. The first term he was elected, I was 18. I was just started undergrad. I was so excited. People were lining the streets, So I went to undergrad in Baltimore. Pretty black area, and people were so excited. I felt so much pride for America. I felt so much pride for progression, from a country that was built on slavery, having the first black president. I was excited when he was reelected. I was surprised. I was happy. I said in the beginning when he was first elected, the first term, I didn't think America was ready for a black president. I wanted him to win. I voted for him, but I didn't think we were ready. And then when he was elected twice, I was ecstatic. I was like, oh, well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm the one that needs a talking to. Maybe I'm the one that, that is so yesterday, that needs to believe in the future and all that stuff. But then I feel like when I look at it today and I see that Trump was elected president, it's like people couldn't stand 8 years of having a black leader, and then to have a female leader after that, just not ready. Hillary's not perfect. She had her private emails, her private server with her emails. All the crap that happened with Benghazi, she's not perfect. She admitted it. She apologized for all the things that she felt that she did wrong, or that people felt that she did wrong. She's professional. She's poised. She loves America. Her husband was in the presidency. She worked as Secretary of State, as senator. She's been in politics. She has experience. And what happened last night, what happened during this presidential election in 2016 goes to show that women have to compete with lesser qualified men for jobs, for various positions that they're qualified for. And I cannot stand it. I cannot comprehend it. I don't understand why this is still happening. Are we in the 1950s? I am honestly disgusted with our country. Yes, Hillary won the popular vote. That's because sane people live in New York and sane people live in California. And I don't really believe in the electoral vote. I know that was how Obama got elected, and I know that, you know, it was created to protect the states, and I think the Senate is important, but I think we have moved past the electoral vote. But you gotta remember, we're a republic. We are not a democracy. As much as we like to preach democracy and people's choice, we are a republic. And these electoral votes will elect the next president. And I will say Donald Trump, he won fair and square. I don't believe there was any kind of hacking or any kind of funny business. I just believe America is crazy. People are crazy. Ridiculous and crazy. And, you know, you hear, I was glued to CNN for the last, however, 30 hours or so. And big turnout from rural America. 72% of non-college educated white males voted for Donald Trump. 62% of non-college educated white females voted for Donald Trump. You're going to tell me that dumb America voted for Donald Trump? This is the president we have to deal with because rural America that showed up in vast numbers and long lines, that has no college education, knows nothing about the world, voted for Donald Trump? Donald Trump is a billionaire from New York. He doesn't care about rural America. He doesn't care about the farmers living in the middle of freaking Ohio with their Confederate flags on their doors and their cornfields in their backyards. He doesn't care about you. He cares about the 1%, and he cares about money in his pocket and power in his hands. I believe that I'm privileged in a way because I live in New York, and I don't often experience the racism that is America. I work in Brooklyn at a liberal university, very diverse. We preach global everything, intercultural exchange, international student services, and all that good stuff. My school is about 80% international. I studied international studies in undergrad, media culture and communications in grad, in which I focused on international communications, and I'm applying for a PhD in international education. I believe in all of that good stuff. And Donald Trump wants to build a wall, and he wants to pull out of foreign affairs. He wants to send immigrants back to their home countries. He doesn't want to allow immigrants to come into the US. He doesn't want to take refugees. He doesn't want anything to do with anyone else. Now, if he didn't want this because he just wanted to rebuild our country, maybe I could get on board. Not really, but I could try to understand it a little bit better. He wants to do it because he's racist, and because he wants to rebuild a white America that he thinks, or that people think for some reason, is the real America. Native Americans were here first. Everyone knows this. Everyone learns this when you're in kindergarten. Christopher Columbus, sailed the ocean blue, killed out all the freaking Native Americans for being nice and giving their corn. But Donald Trump and rural America wants to create a white America. The KKK were marching in celebration across a bridge in North Carolina. The KKK. The first ever president, well, candidate that they have supported. Doesn't that go to show? What's going on? What happened? Going back to the privilege. So yes, I'm privileged for being in New York, being in Brooklyn, you know, not having to deal with the racism that so many other people have to deal with in the South, in the Midwest. Today, I learned how really racist and sexist this country is. I knew there were two types of people that were going to vote for Donald Trump. Racist, sexist people and money people. Now, the money people are like the 1%. I would say maybe 10% if you want to count the money people that think they're money people but not really money people. And racist and sexist people, of course, they don't want a woman. Hillary loves the blacks. They don't want blacks. They don't want Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Muslims. I didn't realize there were so many racist, sexist people. I'm sweating just thinking about the next 4 years. What are we gonna do? And, you know, I shouldn't wish death upon anyone. But there are thoughts running through my mind thinking, what if someone assassinates Donald Trump? Someone should assassinate Donald Trump. But then do I want Mike Pence? Mike freaking Pence as my president? He'd want to take away my right to have an abortion, force me to have a burial for my dead baby that I miscarried. We're doomed. We are doomed as a country. And, you know, I know the deal. The president doesn't run the country, especially in the US. There are checks and balances. But there is a Republican majority in the House, there is a Republican majority in the Senate, and there's an open Supreme Court seat. We're doomed. We are doomed. I was thinking today, I fear having children. Like, do I want to have kids in this world? In this crazy country that I thought was the greatest? I posted a status today. I actually want to read it because it was right in the morning. So I stayed up to watch the election. I went to bed at 12:51. Trump had not yet won Pennsylvania. I had a little bit of hope left for Hillary, but I was nervous. I was having heart palpitations. You know, I said, let me go to sleep and hopefully, you know, I wake up and the nightmare wouldn't have come true. Lo and behold, I wake up. Trump's the winner. So I thought long and hard about, you know, I've been sharing stuff, I've been tweeting stuff, I've been, you know, I've been with her. You know, I wasn't worried before, but then since yesterday I was like, oh my God, what if Trump wins? What if Trump wins? After he won, I wrote something that I think is pretty profound. I have always loved America. I love its history, its diversity, and its promise for a better future. Today, I do not love America. I'm literally in tears over the fact that half of the American people have shown their hatred towards women, minorities, LGBTQ communities, and anything else not deemed white enough. I fear for the women that have to constantly watch what they wear, the black men that have to walk around with their hands always in sight, and the children that will be brought into this misogynistic, white privileged, crazy country of bigots, hypocrites, racists, and liars. This is your America. This is our America. Basically, that sums up how I felt when I woke up. Devastated. Just baffled, dumbfounded, like flabbergasted. I don't even know what other kind of words to say about how I was feeling. Surprised, scared, concerned, sad, really sad. Literally, I was literally in tears. Last night at like 12:30, they started coming because I was scared. I was scared of what would happen. And then this morning, when I found out that he won, more tears. When I heard Paul Ryan's speech, I was more disgusted than anything. Oh, we're so excited. Okay, Paul Ryan. Hillary's concession speech was amazing. Amazing. I bawled. You would think she was my mother or something. And then Obama's speech. I know he was trying to lift up the country, lift up liberals, lift up the people that actually care about others. But it was just hard. It was hard to hear. And poor Obama has to train Donald Trump, who knows nothing about politics, has no experience in the field, give him the numbers to the nuclear codes? Like, what? What? I feel like we're in a movie. I'm living in a movie. Next thing you know, it's going to be Hunger Games, and I'm going to hope that my town wins. The purge. There's going to be a purge. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. At this point, nothing can surprise me. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? There are protests in California, protests in Union Square tonight. I mean, I want to join them, but what is that going to do? He's been elected. The American people have spoken. Great job, America. You did great. And then there are people who... 15,000 Americans wrote in Harambe on their ballots. 15,000 Americans. Those people that voted independent, people that voted green, people that didn't vote, you all voted for Donald Trump. So all the people that actually believe in Donald Trump and voted for him, fine. You know, and the ones who admitted it, by the way, fine. You believe in what you believe. You have your views, you know, you're conservative, I'm liberal, you're you and I'm me, fine. Those people that lied and said they weren't voting for Donald Trump and voted for him, I hate you. Those people that voted independent and green because they want to protest the system and they want to take a stand, they want to write in freaking guerrillas, I hate you. Because you know what? I understand if you don't like Hillary, but do you like Trump more? Those people that, you know, didn't vote for Trump officially. Do you like Trump more than Hillary? Is that what you want? You want a racist in the White House? We've moved too far along for this to be real. And I cannot even fathom how this happened. So I was listening to an interview from Power 105. It was from earlier in the summer with Dr. Umar Johnson. And real educated guy. I don't entirely know his background. I didn't do much research on him. Really, really black power. A little too extreme for my liking, but smart. And he was preaching. He was talking about how racism built America, slavery built America. We live in this country of systemic slavery. He said some really, really smart things. He's the one that really explained that black people are kept down because of things like this. Rural America voting for Donald Trump. What really, really surprised me was the amount of white women that voted for Donald Trump. Now, what I was thinking, maybe they're older women, you know, maybe they're women that believe you shouldn't, you know, gays are bad and it's immoral and you should go to church and you shouldn't have abortions and things like that. But there's got to be more than just those women. You know, there have to be other women that are voting for them. And then, oh, so I go on my Snapchat today. Election reactions story. Oh my god. I mean, they were showing both sides. It was good. They were showing people happy because Trump won and sad that Trump lost. This girl, white trash looking girl, like gaps in her teeth, like needed braces but probably didn't have dental insurance, said, and I'm not quoting, but she said something to the effect that she would rather have a bigot, a racist, and a sexist in office than have a criminal. Is Hillary really a criminal to that effect? Trump didn't even pay taxes on the billions. He's worth 3.7 billion, by the way, 2016 Forbes. And he didn't pay taxes on his billions. People talk about how she's a criminal because she gets Saudi Arabia to fund her campaign. Let me tell you how Trump funded his campaign. He donated money to his campaign, his own money. but mandated that his son Eric need to get paid for the help that he's doing. His daughter Ivanka has to get paid for all the talks that she does. He had a rally in his Trump Hotel Plaza. They need to pay, the campaign need to pay the plaza for using the space. So essentially he gave money to his campaign to put it back in his pocket. Is that not criminal enough for you? As much as I try to understand, I try to explain, I try to come up with excuses, I get more and more confused and more upset. And yes, the sun rose today. New York was crying. It was raining like cats and dogs, crying for America. But the sun rose. Obama was right. And it's going to set and it's going to rise again. I mean, we got through 8 years of Bush Jr. We can get through 4 years, hopefully only 4 years, of Trump. But at the end of those 4 years, are all Muslims going to be gone? You know? Is there going to be a wall? Do I have to climb a wall to go to Cancun? Like, I don't know. It's just the things that he says. He's, this is what the news keeps saying. He's unapologetic. And that's supposed to be a good thing? And oh, after Hillary made her concession speech, a newscaster says, the first thing she said is that she was sorry. Women tend to always apologize. Okay, hold up. Listen to other concession speeches that past candidates that haven't won the presidency have given. They've also apologized. So what is it about Hillary being a woman that makes it so like, oh, women say sorry? People say sorry. It's okay to say sorry. It's okay to be apologetic. Just because Trump's so unapologetic. Come on. Like, the things they try to come up with. Oh, this is what she said too. It was clear that Hillary is holding back tears. She tends to get emotional around things like this. It's freaking sad. I was crying. Like, it's sad. It's okay. Bill was crying behind her. No one said that, oh, Bill is crying because he's a man. Is that what it is? The things that people say, you know, this country is taught, the women in this country are taught that men are better and, you know, they're the ones that can rule the world, and women, you know, have to be sorry and they have to be emotional and they have to apologize. But then if they do, oh, women tend to be this way. And then if they don't, it's like, oh, she's not, you know, she's not woman enough. Poor Hillary had it rough, both when she was running against Obama and running now. Now, I will say, I've always, the last election in which she was running against Obama, I voted for her in the primaries. I didn't vote for Obama. I like Obama, but I like Hillary. And this election, I voted for her in the primaries. I like Bernie, but I'm a Hillary fan. And I voted for her again. And yes, of course, I'm excited. I wanted to see a woman in the White House breaking that hardest and highest glass ceiling. But I also believe in her. I believe in her views. She really loves America. And I don't understand why people can't see that. Those women that didn't vote for her, they make me sick. They honestly make me sick because Trump doesn't like women. He hates women. He's had 3 wives. He has like 1 million kids from all his marriages. Melania's, she was like a Playboy model, like a porn star. Like the pictures they have of her. Oh my God. If like Michelle was that way, you know, if she didn't go to Harvard and she wasn't a lawyer, like Obama would not have been elected. Yes, because he's black, you know, they say, oh no, there's no double standard between blacks and whites. There is. Come on, let's be real. I originally went into undergrad with the hopes of getting into politics. Those of you that know me know this story. What you learn politics to be in high school is not what it is in real life. That being said, I gave up on the politics dream. I bounced around from a million things. I don't even know. Then I finally decided on education. Education to me became the one thing that can set people apart from, you know, their lesser backgrounds or whatever, their lower economic status or their systemic like push downs. Systemic, like, I don't even know the word for it, I'm so. Education is key, I think, in America and outside. So I work in higher ed. I love it for now. I'm applying for my PhD in international ed. I don't know, now today I was thinking like maybe I should try to get back into politics. Maybe that's where I need to go to get like people like Trump out of the White House. What in the world? Oh my God. Oh my God. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do, America? But you know what they say, like push forward, move forward, do what you have to do, continue going. Honestly, I wish I could be that person, that social justice person that will miss class and miss work and do sit-ins and, you know, get arrested and break the law so that laws can be changed. I wish I could be that person. But it's just so hard, you know, like I don't want to get fired from my job. I have bills to pay, I have things to do, I have responsibilities. It's just like a cycle of sadness because if you don't break the law, you won't change the law. Martin Luther King was a fugitive at one point. Harriet Tubman was a fugitive at one point. I'm quoting Umar Johnson here. And they broke the law for what they believed in. And that's part of the reason Black people have the rights that they have today. I wish I could be that girl. If I can't be that activist person, maybe I can go into politics and I can try to make a change that way. I definitely want to make it a point to take more interest and be more active in the local government here in my town and in my city, and you know, volunteer when I can and do things to help make it better. I don't know how. I'm gonna have to try and see, you know, what I can get myself into, how I can get myself into it, but this is supposed to be a wake-up call. Trump in the White House, everyone's saying it's a wake-up call to America, that the US is fed up with the federal government and they want change, and you know, they don't like the way politics are being run and blah blah blah. Maybe this is my wake-up call that, like, I don't want a bigot in the White House. I don't want a racist, sexist fool in the White House who knows nothing about politics, mind you. Yeah, he has some good business, but how many times did he file for bankruptcy again? How many times did he pay taxes? Like, I can't really tell if he's really good at business or not, you know, or if he's just like one of those guys, like, you should see him like Gossip Girl that just F's everyone over just to get what they want. We elected him, right? Even though I personally didn't elect him, we elected him. This is our country. This is not just New York, you know, not just California. This is Ohio, and this is Georgia and Kentucky and Texas. This is our America. On that note, rant over. Wine almost done. Tomorrow's a new day. The sun will rise. The sun will rise. We might not be happy when it does. We might not be joyful. We might not be glad. We might be teary-eyed. We might be teary-eyed for a while. Like Hillary said in her speech, this is sad and this is something that's not going to go away. It's going to affect us for a while, but we have to give Trump a chance to lead. We have to be open-minded. Only because Hillary said it. It's the only reason. Just know, I am not happy about this. I'm not happy about who's in the White House. I'm not happy about our First Lady. I'm not happy that we've backtracked. People need to do what they need to do to change it. I don't really know what protests will do. I don't think we should be violent in any way. You know, I still think we should try to stimulate the economy and go to work and do our jobs and keep the country going. But I don't want to see a second Hitler and Holocaust, except it'll be like black genocide and Muslim genocide and Mexican genocide all over again. Anyway, so cheers. Have a good night to you all. God bless you. God bless me. God bless America. God bless America. Cheers.